What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. This one is for May 15th, 2017. I got a nice stack of vinyl here to go through, so I figure we'll jump right into it. There's a few used LPs and a bunch of new ones, so mostly all metal, punk, and hard rock. I think I think the whole stack's just metal, punk, and hard rock. So, first up, one I never heard of, kind of a blind buy. It's on MGM, Comar Records, and that's Hocus Pocus. Came out in 1972. It's a white label promo. Kind of Faces sounding. If you could see that, they kind of look like the Faces a little bit. Has that early 70s hard rock vibe to it. Pretty killer though. The singer sounds a little like Rod Stewart. I've never seen this before. It just popped up at one of the shops that I was at. It was cheap, so I decided to give it a shot. I liked this a lot. I liked about 3/4 of it. It's weird. It starts off with a track called Baby I Love You, which I think's a cover, and it's kind of a slow, almost ballady track, and then the rest of the album kicks in. So try to find more information about these guys, but I don't think I found anything as far as, like, there might be a couple tracks on YouTube, but I don't know. I thought they were pretty cool. Like I said, never seen it before, so I decided to give it a try. I liked it. It was pretty good. Picked up an original Australian high voltage from ACDC. I got this at Vinyl Closet. It's actually what do they call, like a 1.5 pressing. Has the dark blue labels, Albert labels. Doesn't have the kangaroo on the label, like that kangaroo right here. If you find any with the kangaroo on it, they go for tons of money. But I had the 1983. I think they reissued all the Australian LPs in Australia with the covers. I think it was 83. I have that one, so it was nice to get it near original anyway. On Albert, it's got my favorite track. She's Got Balls on it. Little Lover, Stick Around, Soul Stripper, You Ain't Got a Hold on Me, Show Business, Love Song. This is a great record. Great cover. And like I said, I have a couple. Well, now I got this, but I don't have hardly any of the original Australian pressings, because they're just too expensive nowadays. But when I find them for cheap like this, I pick them up anyway, even like the reissues. You never know. People need them, I trade them and stuff. Next up is Crabby Appleton, Rotten to the Core. One band that I always see people talking about or hear people talking about on YouTube. Never had any of their stuff, so I found this record for relatively cheap. Cool, 70s hard rock. Came out in 1971 on Elektra, I think. Yeah, Elektra Records. I'm not too sure how many albums these guys have out, but I think if I ever see any other ones, I'll probably go ahead and pick them up. I dug this. Like, if you like that early 70s hard rock sound, you'll dig this. Smoking in the Morning's killer on here. You Make Me Hot. One More Time. Pretty killer record. If you're into that 70s rock and roll, early 70s rock. Couple new things. Well, actually a few. I got quite a few new things in here. Let me get the used stuff separated. I don't think that was. I think there's more. Yeah, there's a few more here. Picked up another copy of Thunderhead. This goes, shout out to Greeno. Mid 70s, in 1975 on ABC Records. Another white label promo. Every time I see this record, it's a white label promo. I don't think I've ever seen a normal pressing of it. Killer 70s hard rock, kind of Skinner-y, a touch of southern rock, but really killer band. I would make this, anybody into that 70s hard rock stuff, definitely check this out if you haven't yet. There was like a CD compilation floating around a couple years ago that might have had like early versions of this stuff on there or something weird, but I believe this is their first album, if not only album. I can't remember if I don't think they ever put a second album out. I could be way wrong, and I'm sure if they did, somebody will comment below and let me know, but really killer record. And this is the best version I've ever seen, condition wise. So definitely check out Thunderhead. There was an 80s hard rock metal band out of Germany, I think, called Thunderhead as well, who I dig too. Next up, Power Trip. When We Cut, We Bleed. Early kind of punk, early band for the Jeff Dahl, the vocalist on here. This is on PVC. It's kind of like a punky speed, not too speed, I guess, like a punky metal thing. Pretty cool. This is pretty old. This is, I forget when this came out, 87, something like that. I remember when this came out. I never had it on vinyl. I have it on CD. There was one song on here I really loved. It might have been Demons and Caught in the Act. Really good tracks. So definitely check out Power Trip. If you know who Jeff Dahl is, he's done a lot of like sleazy 70s sounding hard rock over the years. But never seen this on vinyl out in the wild, so I picked it up. They're really cool, pretty cool band. Next up is Christ Child. Hard. I never heard of this. It's a white label promo. They were on Buddha Records, which was Arista from 1977. Has that garage punk feel to it, a little bit of new wave, I guess. The album's called Hard, but the first track's Let Them Eat Rock. She's Just a Bitch is on here. Crazy, Dirty, and Dangerous, Star Whores. This was good. I don't think it was great, but it was good. And like I said, I'd never seen it before, and I'm into buying the weird shit nowadays, you know, that I've never seen or heard before. But so there's Christ Child. Pretty cool band. Like I said, new wavy punk, garagey. Maybe more new wavy and punk than garage, but still kind of decent to check out if you can find it cheap. There is one blues title in here. Josh White, Empty Bed Blues. Love that cover. Chick's naked smoking a cigarette. Original Elektra label. I had a couple other Josh White things. This is more of the earlier blues type stuff. Jazz blues, I guess you could say. This has a little... The vinyl on this wasn't perfect, but the cover was. That cover's amazing. Such a great cover. But if you like that early acoustic blues stuff, jazz blues stuff, you'll dig this record. They're not hard to find, and they shouldn't, you know, they're not rare. They don't go for a lot of money, so you see this out in the wild, definitely grab it if it's cheap enough. just especially for that artwork. Pretty risque for the time. Next up is a local band. I never knew this was on vinyl. I have it on CD. I've had it on CD since '89. And that's Sinclair. This is a private press thing from Philly. Paul Sinclair is the singer for the Led Zeppelin tribute act, Get the Lead Out of Philly. But they play all over the world. I believe this is his first full-length record. There might have been some demos before this, but back in the 80s, '89, it came out on CD, probably cassette, and I had no idea there was a vinyl version of it. This actually came into the store, so I picked it up. Cool late 80s hard rock with that Zeppelin feel to it. Paul Hammond's in the band. Actually, this one's signed by Paul Hammond. Killer Philly hard rock. It's weird that I had never realized, never known this was on vinyl, but I guess there's so many things out there that who the hell would have known? Once I got the CD, I just never, but never searched it out or never researched to see if there was a vinyl back then. So it's a killer record though. Just a Sin Again I really liked on here. Being Easy, The Hungry Tramp, Meadowwood, Same Old Scenes killer, Crown of Thorns is killer, Ripcord. If you see this anywhere, definitely give it a shot, even on CD, because it's hard to find. Being a private press, even the CD is hard to find nowadays, so definitely check out Sinclair. And Paul's a nice dude too. I met Paul a few times over the years. Now I think all the rest are new releases, or new pressings anyway. First up, got the new Broken Teeth on vinyl. Gatefold. Killer. It's on orange vinyl, which I'll show. I've been getting these new sleeves. There's the inner. Cool inner sleeve. Solid orange vinyl. Again, really killer record. Give a shout out to DJ Legion for giving me a shout out in his latest video reviewing the Broken Teeth's last album, Bulldozer, which is that's a great record as well. Well, EP. It's only 7 songs, but I think it's two cover songs on there and 5 originals. That's really amazing. The originals are a little heavier than the stuff on this record. This kind of harkens back to the early Broken Teeth, more of the ACDC driven stuff. There is some heavy shit on here, like Never Dead, Let the War Machine Roll, House of Damnation, All Day Sucker. They do a killer version of Rock Bottom from Kiss on here. But an amazing record. The last album was amazing as well. So I would definitely check this out. Either CD or vinyl on that one. Next up is the first Duel album called Fears of the Dead. I just recently reviewed their new album that comes out, I think, this week. I mean, if you're watching this on May 15th or 16th, it comes out the end of this week. This is their first record. Same exact stuff as their new record, Sabbathy, Texas. That Texas metal with a touch of Sabbath. Really killer. Cool cover on this. This is on Heavy Psych Sounds as well. I think that's the new the new album's coming out on. But really killer record. If you like that Sabbathy Texas metal, definitely check these guys out. I think this one's kind of hard to find on vinyl right now, but it's definitely available on CD. And like I said, the new one's out on Friday, which I guess Friday would be the 19th of May, along with some other stuff like the Maiden reissues, which finally they're reissuing X Factor and Virtual 11. Next up is a Record Store Day UK thing. Finally picked this up, which is fantastic, and that's the Sex Pistols. God Save, it's called. Basically an unreleased version of the first album. Different mixes, I think, or different tracks, I guess. But it's got the normal tracks like No Feelings, Pretty Vacant, New York's on here, Liar, Anarchy in the UK, Holidays in the Sun. And these are going for anywhere from $40 to $60. I got this on Discogs. You can find it for normal price, $25. At least as of right now you can. Which I was fortunate enough to get one for around $24. But I had to get it. There was no way that I wasn't going to pick this up for Record Store Day. But didn't come out in the US. It's a UK only thing. But really killer. Love the Sex Pistols. Next I got two albums from the Moans. The self-titled and Tough to Tell. Both on Get Hip. I got these cheap. Got that sleazy, punky, Ramonesy kind of thing going on. Pretty killer though. Like I said, they're from Get Hip. This one actually came out in '97, and this one came out in 2001. But I had never seen them, out in the wild. So I still haven't. I got these from Deadbeat Records, along with a few other things. Deadbeat got some really killer stuff in over the last week or two. But the Moans is really good. If you like the Ramones, power, pop, punk, you'll dig these guys. I like these guys a lot. Pretty killer though. Didn't have anything by these guys, so I went ahead and ordered both of them. So if you're into that stuff, give the Moans a shot. You might dig them. Pretty cool cover. It's an old 70s street fight on that first album. Pretty funny. Next up, I got all these from Deadbeat. The next three. Bootleg Series Volume 1. Up North, Down Under, it's called. It's basically bands from Sweden and Australia. It's a comp on Bootleg Booze Records. You got the Specimens on here, Tramp, Leadfinger, the Deadbeats, Seder, Lightning Strikes, the Sewer Grooves, who I love, Screw Top Detonators, the Demons, who I love as well, Rio Grande, the Surefire Midnights, really killer comp. Cheap too. It was a cheap comp. I guess it's a brand new one. It's Volume 1. I don't know. It must have just come out. So I don't think there's a Volume 2 yet. But Dirty Donnie did the artwork for it. It's good to see his stuff back on vinyl again. Doing artwork again. So big fan of Dirty Donnie's artwork. He used to do like the helicopters and he did all kinds of shit. So there's the track listing. Trying to get the glare out. Let me know what you guys think of these outer sleeves. I've been getting the resealable clear, super clear outer sleeves. I dig them because of the clearness of them. And I know some people don't like the resealable stuff, but I don't mind it. I think all these are... I don't think they're good for doing videos. There's a lot of glare on them, but as far as making them look, making the artwork pop rather than the regular top loaded sleeves that you get from like Bags Unlimited. Are kind of cloudy looking maybe, but I kind of dig the super clear sleeves. I guess they made, I don't know if they make them without the resealable. That'd be killer, but I'm not sure. I should look into that. I'm sure they do. Next up, the Berlin, that's right. Berlin Blackouts. This is called Kissed by the Gutter. Killer punk band from Germany, I think, from Germany, obviously by the name. This one is on Wanda Records. The next two are on Wanda Records. This one, Berlin Blackouts. If you like kind of that Ramonesy, Sex Pistols, late 70s punk, you'll dig this. I dig these guys a lot. I didn't. This is the first and only thing I have by them right now. I don't know if they have anything else out, but killer artwork. Really cool band. You can get them cheap on Deadbeat Records website, like $12.99, something like that. I'll pay $12.99 all day long for shit I've never heard, and $30 for shit that, on major labels that I know what they sound like. But if the indies can do it, and especially imported from Germany, and it's still $12.99, if they can do it, major labels can do it as well. But we all know how I feel about that shit. So anyway, the Berlin Blackouts, definitely check these guys out. I love these guys. I think they were great. Like I said, that late 70s punk feel to them. Kissed by the Gutter. Great album title on Wanda. Next one up on Wanda is Erotic Devices. All we want to do is rock and roll. Basically, if you love the Ramones, definitely check these guys out. I believe they're a German band as well. But killer 3-piece. You get tracks like Kick Your Butt. They Want to Push Me Down. We Want to Pogo Dance. My Girlfriend is a Troublemaker. Bring My Skateboard Back. Goodbye Motherfucking Hipster, which I love that track. I Really Want to Fuck. Riot. Baby Be My Bone. All I Want to Do Is Rock and Roll. Weekend. The Lizard Queen. You know where they're coming from. Very Ramones sounding. Pretty killer album. Like this a lot. Like checking out these new bands. So again, Wanda Records out of Germany. Should be able to get this still on Deadbeat Records. If not, if they're out of it, I'm sure they'll get more back in. And again, it was $12.99. Next up is the first album from Spellcaster out of Washington State, I think. They've released two other semi-major label records. This is their independent, I think. Maybe when I say major, I mean like damn, I forget what label they're on. But anyway, a major distributed label. You can get their stuff. I can get their other two albums from our distributor. Couldn't get this one. This is their self-titled, I guess, private press. Very metal sounding, from 2014. Pretty killer. If you like that, they're not like death metal or black metal, but they're more of the traditional heavy metal. Killer production on this. Killer guitar sound on this one as well. Songwriting's great. I don't know how many more. I got this direct from the band. You should be able to find this direct from the band for like $10, I think, or $12, something like that. But I'll definitely be checking out the other records. I have them written down to order through work, but there's so much stuff coming out the next couple weeks that I'm going to hold off until there's really not that much coming out, and then just order one here and there. But I would definitely check out Spellcaster. I think they're really cool. Like I said, that traditional metal sound, almost, I don't know who to compare them to, really. I don't want to say like Yngwie or anything like that. It's not really like guitar shredding or noodling like Yngwie, but the guitar player's killer. But in that, early Queensryche maybe has a vibe to it, along with a touch of Metal Church. Just go check it out on YouTube. They're all over the place, so I would check this out. Start with this one, though. I thought it was really good. Again, that's Spellcaster. Next up is a brand new record from, I think this is a UK pressing on Lily Records, or Lovely Records, and that's the Dahmers. Now see how this is in a top load. See how cloudy that bag looks. Take this out. This album covers super high gloss. There they are. If you like horror punk, these guys are killer. If you like the Misfits, there they are. If you like the Misfits style of punk, you'll absolutely love these guys. Standard black vinyl. I'm going to actually put that in I hate the cardboard inner sleeves. I think they scuff your records, so I got to put that in a paper sleeve. But when you open there's your full coffin cover. Really killer. Like I said, if you like the Misfits, definitely check out the Dahmers. I had no idea who these guys were. Kind of came across them really by accident. I think, when we got our new release sheet, I saw the album title, or I saw the band name, and I was like, the Dahmers, that's kind of a cool band name for a punk band. I figured they were punk. I figured they were a punk band by the name of them, so I went and did some research on them. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was a great album. You get tracks like Cut Me Down, It's Too Late, Rat Boy, The Night Has Just Begun, I Wake Up Dead, To the Night, Beyond the Grave, Cold Skin, Deep Red, Bloodsucker, and Nightcrawler. Not sure if it has a US release. I'm not positive. I think it's UK only. And I don't think I was offered a CD on this as well, which is weird. I'll have to look again, but maybe now. But I pre-ordered this. It was a couple weeks late because I pre-ordered it the week it came out. Our distributor hadn't gotten it in yet. Took another, I think, 2 weeks after the release date for it to finally pop in, but came last week. Well, Friday, which was 4 days ago, but really killer, though. Let's definitely check out the Dahmers. Great name, too. Next up is the Hip Priests. Those fucking boys, A Decade of Disdain. This is the double album. I've reviewed the CD, but I wanted to show the vinyl in all its glory. Absolutely love these guys. Again, if you didn't watch the CD review on this, this is their 10th anniversary release. That it contains all their 7 inches, all the tributes they did, which is only a couple, split 7 inches. Basically, a lot of the stuff that wasn't on all 3 of their albums. This is a fucking great collection. More killer stuff than there is just okay stuff. I mean, there is a couple tracks. There's 27 songs on this, so you're gonna get a couple tracks that you're not gonna care for. But I would say 20 of the 27 tracks are all killer. If you like Nashville Pussy, if you like the Super Suckers, if you like the Crank County Daredevils, you'll absolutely love these guys. They get no credit over here in the States, but I've been following the Hit Priest probably for 10 years, if not, maybe around 8 or 9, ever since their first album came out. So I was really happy to get this. And this is actually a U.S. release on Ghost Highway, which is weird. You can get it for cheap. It's like, I think it was like $20 or $25 for 2 LP, 27 song comp. And there's also, like I said, there's also a CD version of it. So again, I can't stress this enough. Definitely check out the Hit Priests. Next up is the brand new album from Mammoth Mammoth. Also did a CD review of this one. Absolutely love this record. Love that cover. It's called Mount the Mountain. Again, I did the CD review of it, so go check that out if you want my 2 cents on the vinyl or on the album. But another killer release from these guys. Always liked Mammoth Mammoth. Really killer. 70s, kind of like that 70s vibe, hard rock, metal vibe, like Little Mountain, that whole vibe. Definitely check these guys out, though, and go check out the CD review. I get a little more in-depth with that one. Next up is another compilation of 7 inches and unreleased tracks from a band called the Quadrajets. This is called WFO. I got this brand new for like $8. I have one of their CDs on, I think it's on Sympathy for the Record Industry, back from the mid to late 90s, I think. Haven't had anything else since then. Saw this for cheap, decided to give it. It was like $8, so I bought it. I liked a lot of this stuff, actually. Bad Motherfucking Bitch was killer. My Old Lady's Pissed Again. Pumpkin-Headed Motherfuckers on here. Queen of the Twist. Let's Go to Outer Space. I Want to Do Everything to You. If You Ain't Down with Ronnie V. Automatic Knife. Dixie Speedway. 61 Blues. So it's got that Swedish Helicopters, Backyard Babies. Not as glammy though, a little more punky, but really killer band. And if you see this collection out there for that cheap, just buy it and to check it out. It's only $8. It should be around $8 to $10 for this, but pretty killer. And the last one I picked up is another UK record store day thing. The last one I'll get. Now I'm done with the record store day shit for the year. So I got the 2 that I wanted from the UK, and it's Ginger Wildheart. This is the Clout EP. Really killer packaging on this. So inside the packaging you get the cover. And then white vinyl, which I made a makeshift paper sleeve because there was no sleeve in this one, in this release. So I made a there's the white vinyl. It's a 4-track EP taken from some of the newer stuff that he's been working on. Then you have 4 cards in here, like promotional poster cards. Ben, smoking a pipe. Darwin. Nelson. And you. So that's a great one. So they are the actual titles of the songs on this EP. Like I said, very limited. I think maybe 500 copies, something like that. He did one last year that was shaped like a saw blade for other solo tracks he's been working on. So I was actually offered this through my distributor, which I thought was cool. Like last year, I never thought that I would get either one of them really, but I got both of them. So there's the Ginger Wildheart Clout EP. Happy to get it. So that's it. It's going to be a long update, or it was a long update, I should say. Been doing the daily reviews, which I'll probably be taking a break from just because I'm running out of new shit to review, but I will be reviewing some stuff. Might not be daily reviews, but it'll be other videos here and there, maybe a couple movies. I haven't watched any movies lately. I've just been listening to so much music lately, so I've been trying to keep up with that. So the reviews probably will slow down a little bit, but anytime I get something new, I'll review it and pop it up here. Like I said, there should be another Blu-ray DVD update at some point, but like I said, I haven't watched too many movies lately. So yeah, that's about it. So definitely give this video a thumbs up, share it around with your friends, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Leave me a comment below, let me know what you've been listening to or what you've picked up lately that you think I would be into or think I would dig, and I'll check it out and maybe review it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, like I said, click that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Peace.